So, how long have you had these pieces?
I actually inherited them when I was 3 years old.
Gosh, what an inheritance,
Yeah,
yes?
they're lovely, aren't they?
So where did they come from?
They were my grandparents on my mother's side. I know that my grandparents had them in India for most of their working life.
Right.
Then they retired to South Africa, and I went there with them, and then they came to me about 27 years ago.
You don't happen to know when your grandparents got married?
I don't, no.
No, my reason for asking is because a set like this was very often a wedding present from a groom to his bride.
Oh, right.
It was, and that goes right back into the 17th century, this sort of period. Of course, what we've got here, the hand mirror, a couple of brushes, this wonderful box. I have to say that box, I think is a stunner. We've got the inscription running around here, Omar Ramsden et Alwyn Carr me fecerunt. And that, of course, the very famous Ramsden and Carr partnership. Now, they actually were from Sheffield, although these are London pieces.
Right.
We've got maker's mark of Omar Ramsden and Alwyn Carr there, but the date in this case is really quite evocative. It's 1915.
Right.
Right towards the beginning of the First World War. I mean, the decoration, I think, is wonderful for that period. We've got St. George and the Dragon. Of course, 1950, what could be better at that time? I think that's wonderful. The roses became very much a feature of Ramsden and Carr work, Tudor roses. Had you thought in terms of value?
Not at all.
I think today I would not be surprised to see that selling somewhere between about, say, £6,000 and £8,000.
Really?
Really.
I'm in shock.
Okay, well, don't be too shocked. Now, let's have a look at this jug. And, oh gosh, what an inheritance. Claret jug, of course. And, of course, we've got the same makers, Ramsden and Carr. But here we're a bit earlier, actually. We're back to 1905. A far more peaceful time. And what have we got? We've got grapes. The roses are there as well. Of course, it's also interesting to see on this as well, this hammered surface. And this was very much a reaction against industrialization. And what they were saying is, look, this is handmade. On the top, of course, we've got these cabochon stones. And that's very much arts and crafts movement coming through. The idea that you would use a stone in its much more natural state. So, had you thought about value on this one?
No.
Right. I think with this, we're actually looking at, again, £6,000 to £8,000.
Wow. Thank you. It's amazing.
It was a very nice little inheritance, that.
Thank you very much.
And thank you so much for bringing them in.